Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Sun Devils head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is. And they didn't know what they were getting exactly, but he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Sun Devils ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hits inside, it's Russell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Can they catch him? Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Out wide left, it's Miller. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Touchdown, Arizona State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. No reason to risk trying to field that one as his touchback. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Comes down, it's Brown. Oh, he found a space on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll run it. It's Brown. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Boley. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown ASU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running room in the middle. Inside, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. Throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Left side is Anderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Sets his feet. It's Boley. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Makes one man miss. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Out wide left, it's Miller. Runs through a man. He might have space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to throw, it's Boley. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
That keeps the score Arizona State 19, Arkansas 7.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Left side, it's Marshall. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Arizona State. Stealing a score on special teams. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the grab. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick catch on third down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job. Together, need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Gain of 6. 2nd down coming up.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Jackson gonna throw it. Look out! Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
brings up.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
And some great 4th down defense against the run.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets open down the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Robinson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Boley. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
The throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Snaps on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll take it himself. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. The short hands, it's Brown. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Unloads to the wideout. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the air. It's Boley. Moving out to the right. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rushes on. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Longhorns, trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Moves the pocket. It's Boley. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Going long. Makes the grab on the right. There he goes. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, ASU. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Bought a little time, lets it go. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure. He's got it. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Here comes the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running inside. It's Smith. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Just smothered on the play. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Number 30, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Escapes the pressure going right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nothing.
Offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. This is a design run. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Stepping to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Breaks into the open. He's past the sticks. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking down the middle. He's got it and still on his feet.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did.
Arkansas, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Pulled and fired complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
To the air, it's Bowling. Moves to his right. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Wide open on the right. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds up.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Left side is Hawkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Jackson will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. One more time, it's Brown. There he goes. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Jackson gonna throw it. They're all over him. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's looking to throw. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, they tried to run the quarterback out wide to give him an opportunity, but you saw the speed by the defense sacking him, and as a result, two-point play no good.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You've got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.